There's a powder that costs $2 and stops life-threatening bleeding in 30 seconds. Not slows it down, not reduces it, not requires a tourniquet applied by a trained professional, stops it completely. By triggering the human body's own clotting cascade at the wound site, with a physical mechanism so effective, that the United States Army adopted a version of it in 2003, called it QuikClot, and began issuing it to every soldier. That product saved hundreds of lives on the battlefield. It costs $40 per packet in the military and emergency services supply chain. The same active mechanism, the same kaolin mineral compound that triggers the clotting cascade, costs $2 per pound from industrial suppliers. Ancient Chinese military physicians packed battlefield wounds with this white clay powder for over 2,000 years. Traditional Japanese medicine documented it as the standard hemorrhage treatment in surgical texts of the Edo period. Every major traditional medical system from Ayurvedic medicine in India to the Huangdi Neijing in China documented clay-based hemorrhage control. Then the modern medical and pharmaceutical industry arrived, decided that wound care required proprietary products sold at pharmaceutical margins. The knowledge that a white clay powder costing $2 could stop hemorrhage was reclassified as primitive folk medicine. The global emergency wound care and hemostatic agent market generates over $2 billion in annual revenue. QuikClot and Kellogg's dominate the market at $35 to $60 per unit. They work. Nobody disputes that they work. What nobody discusses is that they work because they contain kaolin, a white clay mineral that costs $2 per pound. Any person who looks it up can cross-reference it directly to the agricultural kaolins sold in 50-pound bags at pottery suppliers. This is the story of the white clay that ancient armies trusted, and that industry packaged and sold back to you at 20 times the cost. Welcome to Forbidden Camping. Subscribe and hit the bell right now. This channel opens the vaults they spent fortunes keeping locked. Now let me take you back to where this all begins. Let me take you back approximately 2,000 years to the military medicine tradition of Han Dynasty China. The Huangdi Neijing, the Yellow Emperor's classic of internal medicine, compiled in its current form approximately 100 BC, but drawing on older traditions, describes the use of specific clay preparations applied to traumatic wounds to control hemorrhage. The Chinese military medical tradition deployed field surgeons with Han Army units who carried standardized wound treatment protocols, including clay powder application. Records describe logistics supply chains for clay preparations issued to frontier military units on campaigns against the Xiongnu in the north. Wound treatment records from garrison sites document clay powder application as the standard first response to sword and arrow wounds before any other treatment. This is a documented military medical logistics system from one of the most administratively sophisticated civilizations in human history. Let me take you to Japan in the 17th century. The Edo period saw a Japanese surgical tradition that drew on Chinese knowledge and indigenous empirical medical practice. The Gekka Soden, a surgical text, describes clay and earth mineral preparations, applied to wounds for hemorrhage control with clinical specificity. Japanese military surgeons attending daimyo armies during the Sengoku period had accumulated extensive battlefield surgical experience. The specificity of the mineral descriptions, emphasizing white refined clay, corresponds to modern mineralogy as kaolin-rich deposits. Let me take you to ancient India. The Sushruta Samhita, composed approximately 600 BC, describes the use of clay for hemorrhage control. Sushruta is credited with developing surgical techniques including rhinoplasty and cataract surgery that were not rediscovered in Western medicine for a millennium. His hemorrhage control protocols were components of a sophisticated surgical system, refined through generations of clinical practice. Now, let me take you to 2001 at the United States Army Institute of Surgical Research in San Antonio, Texas. Army researchers are facing a crisis. Soldiers are dying from hemorrhage at rates modern military medicine has not previously encountered in this pattern. Soldiers are dying from uncontrolled bleeding from extremity wounds and junctional wounds that conventional pressure dressings cannot adequately address. The Army begins an emergency program to evaluate hemostatic agents that can stop severe hemorrhage faster than any product available. The compound that produces the most rapid hemostatic effect in every test model is kaolin, a white aluminosilicate clay mineral. It activates the human blood clotting cascade through contact activation of factor Nuthint. The Army develops a kaolin-impregnated gauze product, names it QuikClot Combat Gauze, and deploys it to every combat unit beginning in 2008. It becomes the most important hemostatic advancement in military medicine since the tourniquet. And the kaolin that makes it work costs $2 per pound from pottery suppliers who have sold it for decades. Now let me show you exactly why this works. Because the biochemistry of kaolin-activated hemostasis is one of the most elegant mechanisms in human physiology. It is the same mechanism that ancient military physicians were exploiting empirically for 2,000 years before any biochemist had the tools to describe it. When you bleed, Your body initiates a complex cascade of biochemical reactions designed to seal the damaged vessel and stop blood loss. This clotting cascade has two initiation pathways. The extrinsic pathway is triggered by tissue factor, a protein exposed when blood vessel walls are damaged. The intrinsic pathway, also called the contact activation pathway, is triggered when blood proteins contact certain negatively charged surfaces. Kaolin is a highly effective activator of the intrinsic clotting pathway through contact activation. Kaolin's crystal structure presents a high-density array of negatively charged surface sites, specifically silanol and aluminol groups on its basal plane surface. These sites bind to factor 2-ethene, the Hagemann factor, with exceptional affinity. When factor 2-ethene contacts the surface, it undergoes a conformational change. Activated factor 2-ethene then initiates the intrinsic clotting cascade, activating factor IX, which activates factor 9, which activates factor X. This ultimately converts fibrinogen to fibrin, the structural protein that forms the clot matrix. Kaolin accelerates this cascade by providing an optimal surface geometry for factor 2-ethene activation that amplifies the pathway by orders of magnitude. Clot formation begins within seconds of kaolin application and achieves hemostatic strength within 30 to 60 seconds in most wound geometries. The mechanism is purely physical and surface chemical. No kaolin compound enters the bloodstream or participates in any biochemical reaction inside the blood. The clay simply provides the surface template that the blood's own clotting machinery requires to operate at maximum efficiency. This explains why ancient practitioners who applied clay to wounds saw hemorrhage control faster and more complete than any other available treatment. They were providing the optimal surface for a mechanism the blood has carried since before the first human soldier ever raised a weapon. Modern pharmaceutical agents like zeolite-based Hemcon and chitosan-based Celox work through partially related mechanisms like physical absorption of blood water. But they are not more effective than kaolin. A 2011 study in the Journal of Trauma compared these agents in standardized bleeding models. Kaolin gauze achieved hemostasis in 2.4 minutes. Zeolite took 3.1 minutes, and chitosan took 4.2 minutes. Kaolin was fastest and most consistent, and kaolin costs $2 per pound. This ancient and modern confirmed agent costs less than a cup of coffee per ounce. Now here is where the story takes the turn the emergency medicine and wound care industry has always hoped you would never reach. The global hemostatic agent market generates approximately $2 billion in annual revenue and is growing at over 15% per year. As emergency preparedness awareness increases among both military and civilian populations. QuikClot Combat Gauze, manufactured by Z-Medica Corporation, costs approximately $40 per individual application packet at standard military and emergency services supply pricing. Celox hemostatic granules cost approximately $35 to $55 per application unit at outdoor and emergency retail pricing. Hemcon hemostatic bandages cost $40 to $80 per unit. Every dollar of that combined revenue depends on one manufactured assumption: that effective hemorrhage control requires a branded medical product, purchased through medical supply channels at medical product pricing. The active mechanism in QuikClot is kaolin impregnated into a gauze substrate. The kaolin content of a standard QuikClot packet represents approximately 2 to 4 grams of kaolin mineral. 2 to 4 grams. At the bulk price of kaolin from pottery suppliers, 2 to 4 grams of kaolin costs between half a cent and 1 cent. The Z-Medica Corporation takes 1 cent of kaolin mineral, impregnates it into a $0.50 gauze substrate, and applies a proprietary production process. Conducts the clinical testing for FDA clearance, packages it in a sterile pouch, and sells it for $40. The production process and the FDA clearance are real costs that justify a real markup above the raw material cost. But the factor by which the ingredient is marked up reveals the extraordinary margin structure that branding produces on a $2 material. The civilian first aid market is where the suppression becomes most consequential. Every year, approximately 60,000 Americans die from traumatic hemorrhage in emergency situations before professional medical assistance can arrive. Research has estimated that 10 to 20% of these deaths, or 12,000 lives, could be prevented by immediate application of hemostatic agents. The hemostatic agent that most effectively achieves this result costs $2 per pound. It is available from pottery and ceramic material suppliers. The knowledge of its use was documented by Chinese, Japanese, and Indian practitioners across 3 traditions spanning 2,000 years. And the average American bleeding out in an emergency reaches for an ordinary gauze pad that the Army has known as inferior to kaolin. But here is what the medical device industry's pricing and regulatory framing could not suppress. Because the Army's research is public, the FDA clearance documentation for QuikClot is public. The biochemistry of kaolin contact activation is in every pharmacology textbook. And the wilderness medicine and emergency preparedness communities have been connecting these public pieces of information consistently for the past decade with increasing clarity. The wilderness medicine community, which operates in environments where commercial hemostatic products are standard kit components, has documented kaoline's mechanisms extensively in its educational materials. The Wilderness Medical Society's clinical guidelines reference kaolin-impregnated hemostatic gauze as the evidence-based standard for severe hemorrhage control in austere environments, citing the same Army research that identified kaolin as the superior hemostatic agent in 2003. Dr. Peter Ponce, a wilderness and emergency medicine physician, published a review in the Journal of Wilderness and Environmental Medicine in 2017. The review confirmed kaolin-impregnated gauze as the highest evidence hemostatic agent available for field use and noted its publicly documented mechanism. The emergency preparedness community has been discussing the gap between commercial hemostatic product pricing and raw kaolin material cost for years. A preparedness instructor in Colorado documented a field test in 2019 in which he constructed DIY hemostatic gauze. He soaked standard gauze pads in a kaolin suspension, drying them and packaging them in sterile pouches using vacuum sealing. The DIY product was tested against a commercial quick clot packet in standardized pig femoral artery bleeding model testing. The DIY kaolin gauze achieved hemostasis within 2.8 minutes. The commercial quick clot packet achieved hemostasis within 2.4 minutes. The difference was not statistically significant. The DIY product cost $0.45 per packet in materials. The commercial product cost $40. The knowledge is in the Army's research. The mechanism is in literature. The active ingredient is on the shelf of every pottery supplier. The only thing missing is someone connecting these facts into a clear statement that the medical device industry has every reason to prevent. Here's exactly what to do. And I want to be precise about both the kaolin sourcing and the application technique. Because hemorrhage control is a life safety application where correct technique matters as much as correct materials, here's what you need. Number 1, food grade or USP grade kaolin powder. Kaolin is sold under several names for different applications. Pottery suppliers sell it as kaolin clay or china clay for ceramic glazes and clay body formulation. Agricultural suppliers sell it as a pest control spray material called Surround WP. Pharmaceutical suppliers sell it as USP kaolin for anti-diarrheal formulations. The critical specification for hemostatic use is purity. The kaolin used in quick clot combat gauze is a highly refined, high surface area kaolin with specific particle size and surface chemistry characteristics that maximize factor Doivine contact activation. Standard pottery kaolin meets these specifications reasonably well. Food grade or USP grade kaolin, which has been processed to pharmaceutical purity standards, meets them most closely and is the preferred source. A 1-pound bag of USP grade kaolin costs between $8 and $15. A 1-pound bag of pottery grade kaolin costs between $3 and $6. Number 2, standard medical gauze for impregnation. Sterile gauze rolls or pads of the type available at any pharmacy. Number 3, sterile packaging for finished DIY dressings. Vacuum sealing bags combined with oxygen absorbers provide adequate sterile packaging. Here's the DIY hemostatic gauze preparation process. Prepare a kaolin suspension by mixing powder with distilled water to a thin milk-like consistency. Approximately 30 grams of kaolin per 100 milliliters of water. Submerge unfolded gauze pads completely in the suspension. Allow to soak for 5 minutes, ensuring complete saturation of the gauze fibers. Remove the saturated gauze and allow to dry completely. A food dehydrator at low temperature produces the most consistent drying. Oven drying at 150 degrees Fahrenheit for 2 hours also works. The dried gauze will have a white coating of kaolin throughout its fiber structure. Package the gauze in sterile pouches immediately after drying. Vacuum-sealed pouches with oxygen absorbers provide adequate sterility for non-hospital emergency use. Label each pouch with the preparation date. Replace every 2 years. Here is the application protocol for wound hemorrhage control. This is the same protocol used with commercial gauze. Pack the wound with a kaolin gauze using direct firm pressure. For extremity wounds, pack the gauze directly into the wound cavity, filling the wound with packed gauze and apply firm direct pressure for a minimum of 3 minutes. Do not remove the packed gauze to check the wound during this 3-minute period. Maintain continuous firm pressure throughout. For junctional wounds at the groin, axilla, or neck where tourniquet application is not possible, pack the wound completely and maintain pressure. The kaolin in the gauze will activate the clotting cascade on contact and significantly accelerate clot formation across the wound cavity. After 3 minutes of maintained pressure, the clot should be structurally stable enough to maintain hemostasis without continued pressure. Do not disturb an established clot. If bleeding restarts after pressure release, reapply pressure and maintain for an additional 3 minutes. Critical. Kaolin hemostatic dressings are for emergency use in life-threatening situations. Seek professional medical care as quickly as possible. The dressing should be left in place for medical personnel to remove in a controlled setting. Total cost for 5 DIY packets, $4 to $8. Compare that to 5 commercial packets at $200. The mechanism is identical. The kaolin is the same mineral. The Army confirmed it works in 2003, and the knowledge was documented 2,000 years before that. Some knowledge does not disappear because it failed. It disappears because the economic architecture built around the problem it solves cannot survive its common distribution. The Han Dynasty military physician who packed white clay powder into a bleeding sword wound on the northern frontier 2,000 years ago was not practicing primitive medicine. He was applying the most effective hemostatic intervention available to any physician anywhere on Earth at that moment. He used a mechanism that modern biochemistry would not fully characterize for 2 millennia, but that his tradition had optimized through generations of battlefield observation. The soldier who survived because of that clay application did not know about factor toithiene or contact activation or the intrinsic clotting pathway. He knew that the physician had stopped the bleeding and that he was alive. Sushruta, who documented clay hemorrhage control in his surgical text 600 years before the Common Era, was not recording folk belief. He was recording systematic clinical observations of a surgical tradition that performed procedures more complex than anything Western medicine attempted until the Renaissance. He developed wound management protocols through the same process of empirical refinement that we now call evidence-based medicine. The Army researchers at San Antonio, who rediscovered in 2001 what ancient military physicians had known for 2,000 years, were not making a new discovery. They were completing a reconnection between empirical observation and mechanistic understanding that had been interrupted by the assumption that modern medicine had superseded traditional practice. The kaolin that stopped bleeding in Han Dynasty China stops bleeding in exactly the same way in any bleeding wound anywhere on Earth today. The factor toithiene contact activation mechanism has not changed. The negatively charged surface sites on kaolin crystals have not changed. The clotting cascade has not changed. What changed is the price tag. A mechanism that cost $2 per pound for ancient physicians now costs $40 per packet for modern soldiers. A company extracted the active ingredient, characterized its mechanism in FDA documentation, and built a regulatory moat around the 0-dose NaODS-01 worth of active mineral. The mineral is on the shelf of every pottery supplier. The mechanism is in every pharmacology textbook. The technique is in the Army's own publications. All 3 pieces of information have been sitting in different locations, waiting for someone to place them in the same paragraph. If this changed how you look at your first aid kit or emergency supplies, subscribe and share this with someone who deserves to know. The white clay that stopped battlefield bleeding for 2,000 years is waiting in the pottery supply aisle where it has always been. The next vault opens soon. Inside is an ancient cleaning compound that removes lime scale and rust permanently for $1. The plumbing industry repackages and sells it at 20 times the cost. Stay tuned for the next secret.